Our current run of form against Manchester United has been absolutely dreadful. Today we have a chance to right those wrongs though, as we face off against them in the Premier League. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and a big thank you for joining me on another episode of Leeds United Pride of Yorkshire. So if you were with us yesterday, you would have seen that we kicked off our Champions League campaign in the perfect fashion. A 4-0 drubbing of Dynamo Kiev away in the Ukraine was the perfect start in the quest to retain our Champions League trophy. But Champions League is far in the past. I know it's only 3 days, but really it's in the back of our minds now as we move forwards back into the Premier League action. And we have a Roses derby to contend with. Looking at the screen, you can see that our run of form against Manchester United has been absolutely dreadful. I can't even remember the last time we beat them. I know we did early on in the series, but it's been a run of games that hasn't been kind to us in the recent past, whether it be in the Super Cup or in the Premier League. I think there might have even been, oh no, there was a game in the Club World Cup, wasn't there? Wherever it's been, Manchester United have been a thorn in our side, and obviously now we are on a good run of form. We want to be taking advantage of the fact Manchester United have kicked off the Premier League season in quite poor form. You can see over here they have 7 points from 4 games. We have 12 points from 4 games, and today we are going to look to take full advantage of the fact that they are in poor form at the start of the season. So we have only moved on 3 days since the Kiev game. We're not going to waste any more time. Let's show you the starting lineup of the Roses derby. Here we go then. After the excerpts of the midweek fixture, we have had to rotate a little bit. Going to try and keep the squad as fresh as we can, as I think we are going to go quite deep into some tournaments this season, and we need all the players available that we can possibly keep fresh. But the lineup has some regular faces in it, and that will be Meslier in goal, Firpo, Woba, Konate and Garcia. Bentancur and Phillips as the holding two. Maddison, De Ketelaere and Harvey Elliott comes in after missing the start of the season with a small injury, and Dusan Vlahovic is going to look to hopefully score his first goals against Manchester United in a Leeds United shirt and help us to 3 points in the Premier League. So their poor form at the start, our good form at the start, this should be a cracking game. Let's jump in and show you what happens in the Roses derby. As always then, these are big fixtures, and certainly we have a score to settle with Manchester United. They came to Ellen Road last season and managed to secure a Premier League on our home ground. We really want revenge for that, and I hope the players still have that fresh in their minds. Also, that losing streak against them needs to be snapped at some point. Fingers crossed it is going to be this game. So the nice build-up screens are coming up and showing you exactly who's in the team lineups. We've had the huddles and we have got the game kicked off and underway. So this is a big clash for us, really. If we can beat these here, it means that we will go something like 8 points clear of them in the table. And that is a big advantage early on in the season. But it's Manchester United with the first couple of chances there. Greenwood had one at the near post before the ball was cut out. And as has been the way in the past couple of games, United are on top early on. And they've played the ball into Mbappe. He's in one-on-one with Meslier. Oh my gosh, how has that not gone into the net? It took a deflection off of Konate. Junior Firpo does some kind of flying kick to kick it off the line. It was amazing that it didn't cross the line, and we are thankful for that. But they have now got Jamal Musiala running at us. And luckily for us, Meslier gets down and makes the save. This team is absolutely ridiculous. How are they only on 7 points from 4 games? And they've turned up here and haven't given us a kick of the ball. It's absolutely amazing, especially when they've got players like Mbappe running through here. Mellier's done. I don't get why the game makes goalkeepers do silly things like that. Meslier has come running out, gone to ground, left the ball at Mbappe's feet, goes past him with ease, and he taps it into the empty net to give Manchester United a 1-0 lead. Was hoping that we might have been able to get at them. Certainly not the case at the moment. The first 16 minutes, we haven't even settled down. We haven't had a shot at all. And it is a disappointing start to the game for us. I don't know how much longer this is going to be able to continue. without us having to try and change something because we are just not having the ball. But we do have a corner all of a sudden. It's crossed in and Canate's hit the crossbar with our first chance. He has hit the bar. If it would have just gone a foot under the bar and we would have got in at the break with a draw, it would have been at least something. But it almost turned out that Manchester United doubled their lead as Mbappe has a header that just goes over the bar himself. Not pretty viewing if you're in a white shirt at Old Trafford today. So looking at it, we are just struggling all over the pitch. Bentancur, Boba, Garcia's injured. So gonna actually change that. Gonna bring Singo on in place of Garcia. And I think I'm gonna push Elliot. No, I'm gonna push Maddison into the middle, and I'm gonna try and bring on Matthias Scully on the left. Just having to think about this and how this will work. So we're going to have Scally on the right, Elliot on the left, Madison in the middle. Let's see if we can get anything going in the second half and jump straight on into it. This really has been difficult for us. We have had a shot in the second half, though. Nothing to cheer about because it didn't even warrant a highlight or anything. But at least it's not looking all one-way traffic at the moment. We have had a third shot, but nothing again to write home about. Going to make a last substitution here because I can see that Bentancur is really, really struggling. So Ryan Gravenberch is going to be the man that will come on and replace him. And I think we are going to go attacking. I know this is probably going to be suicide, but I'd rather go down swinging than not have a go at all. And we have a highlight that is us starting out at the back as Woba brings the ball forwards and then goes straight back to Meslier, who plays it to Canate. Gravenberch is now involved. Phillips back to Meslier. One of these are going to lump this long and give it straight to them. There it is. There's the ball. Could see it coming a mile off. Not too sure what Gravenberch was doing. Was never going to get the ball there. Luckily, Harvey Elliott tries to take the ball there. Musiala with a loose pass to Woba. And Firpo now gets the ball down the left-hand side. Elliott passes it inside to Gravenberch. Firpo's being forced all the way back to Woba. Gravenberch again now has a chance to move forwards. This time plays to Phillips. And he tries the ball forwards, but Scally can't get it on the right hand side either. And then a ball forwards that Greenwood has brought down. Give it, wow, what a finish! Fair play to them. Tore us apart. This is, I don't know what I have to do to beat Manchester United. Luckily, it's not just a case of 2 games a season. Across the season, I think we can beat them, but Canate gets muscled off the ball by Greenwood. Mbappe lumps it up over the top, and Greenwood, as it's dropping, just smashes it past Meslier, who just basically looked like he gave up on it. And yeah, like I said, it was probably a bit suicidal going attacking. We needed a goal. It was only 1-0 at the time, and I'd rather lose 2-0 and lose having a go than lose 1-0 and think we might have actually had a chance had we have pushed forwards. Because here we go, Vlahovic is on the ball, Firpo to Gravenberch, ball over the top is cut out by Williams. Every single time it lures us into that false sense of security that something's coming just to give Manchester United a breakaway, and they've been devastating on it so far. As De Jong gets the ball, plays it to McTominay, and my gosh, Manchester United are scoring worldies all of a sudden. McTominay with a shot from outside the box. Really, really not good viewing. Just like I said in the last video we played against this lot, I'm absolutely sick of Manchester United. Sick to death of them. Cannot beat them all of a sudden. I don't know what it is about them. And they're winding up again here, but luckily Harvey Elliott's got the ball. Is he going to be able to find a pass? He finds Vlahovic in behind, and he smashed the shot straight at the goalkeeper. Can't even get a consolation goal in the 89th minute. I think VAR would have looked at it anyway. But just about sums us up. The only shot on target in the 89th minute. That is not what I had in mind when I was buying players in the summer. Very, very disappointing. I think we're just going to have to take that one on the chin and move on. So let's jump back to the home screen and pass through the dressing room. Yeah, assistant manager ripping into the players, and luckily it seems to have made a few of them focus on what's happened. They closed the gap a little bit. They have jumped all the way up into third place. With us not winning, it gives Southampton a chance to go top of the table if they win. So let's have a little look at the schedule. Where can we come back? So we have just played Manchester United. We've got Doncaster, Chelsea, Sporting Lisbon. I think Red Bull Leipzig is going to be the next one. That seems to be the logical sense. It's two worlds colliding, as I said before, when the group was announced. The old from FM21 with the new of FM22. This could be an absolute blinding game. So we'll be back on the 21st of October as we face off against Red Bull Leipzig. Just another one of those games, another disappointing result where we just couldn't get anything going. Manchester United at Old Trafford tore us apart. 3-0, I think, is a little bit flattering. I may have shot myself in the foot a little bit going attacking, but as I keep saying, I'd rather go and have a go than just sit back and take a 1-0 loss and just get out of there with, you know, no credit really. So I thought we'd just turn it up, have a go. It backfired. We have to take it on the chin and we move on. So at this point of the video, I have to say, if you're still here and you're enjoying the content, firstly, a big thank you. Secondly, if you haven't done so already, please hit the like and subscribe button to keep up to date with everything going on in the save. Drop a comment down below if you feel like it. I love interacting with everybody that drops by on the channel. But for this one, I'm going to wrap it there. Come join me tomorrow when we face off against Red Bull Leipzig in the Champions League.